If you've watched an Apex LAN before, you'll know they're never short of any surprises.
Anything about this? Oh my god! He hits the 360! Tries to move in to clean up the pieces. Optic will fall! NRG down!
It is one
It's fun!
It
It won me for the brand! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yet every LAN, we see a lot of the same names at the top of the leaderboard. Somehow, in a battle royale where randomness is supposed to play a huge factor, we've gotten used to consistency, familiar faces, familiar outcomes.
It's going to be your champion!
But the seat at the top is never granted. It's always earned. And for the second year in a row, when the Esports World Cup arrived, everything we knew about Apex, it didn't matter.
As it's a 1v1, Sorcerer with Rock take game number 2.
In this game, match point hit, champions
To get
now!
the next knock is only up to 0 as NIP off of getting match point.
Falcons are eliminated. It's NIP, or we go one more. GenG are climbing above them. GenG are above them. Zinky with a Kraber. Zinky with the Kraber. He can't do it. We go again here in Riyadh.
最后一个打热的，打热的，打热的。
Get the knock on Sentinels!
Remember, that was off the duo that drops out from the res. Wolves still have an opportunity, and there's only one member left from Sentinels. They don't do it! It ends here! VK Gaming!
To really understand why this was the most unexpected final in Apex history, we need to go back just a few months to the Year 4 Championship in Sapporo, Japan. GoNext just closed out the tournament, winning match point in 9 games, and while they were very deserving of that championship title, a lot of the community was turning their eyes to the 2nd and 3rd place teams. Alliance just put up their best performance in any finals lobby, having the most points overall with a 20-point gap. And this was coming off a 3rd place finish at the Germany Split 2 playoffs and a win at the 2024 Esports World Cup. Placing 3rd, however, and with the 2nd most points, was none other than Team Falcons, the team with Apex's 2 most successful players. A massive bounce back after finishing 20th at the Split 2 playoffs. They were here to show that tournament was an outlier, not the norm. The next LAN came just 2 months later, the ALGS Open, and the results told a similar story. This time, Falcons took the title. Zero and Hal won their first LAN under the Falcons banner, with Walty picking up his first in general. They managed to close this tournament out in the fastest match point final ever, 6 games. But Alliance wasn't too far behind. Winning games 1 and 3, they were on match point first, looking like they were going to take it all. And even though they didn't, they still placed 2nd, their 4th LAN straight placing top 3. And then in Pro League, both teams sat at the top of their respective regions. It felt like Apex history may be repeating itself, where we were going to see 2 teams sitting in a tier above the rest. As dominant as they were though, it didn't mean there weren't other teams that could really give the top 2 a challenge. 100 Thieves saw Burton, Burholst, and Phony joining forces to create another team with multiple LAN wins between their players. Goiful and Zainu of Shopify Rebellion are regarded by some as the best duo in the game. With a LAN win in their books, and alongside the vetted IGL MT, they have proven to be one of the best contenders to take the chip. After the New Orleans LAN, Energy picked up Sykes, and with Guild and Timmy, these are 3 players who have several top 5 finishes and moments where they were 1 move away from winning a LAN. If Year 4 of Apex taught us anything, it's that at any moment, any team can join the greats. And that's where the mid-season playoffs at EWC comes in. The Esports World Cup doesn't just feel like another LAN. With the culmination of 7 weeks, 25 different esport tournaments taking place, it's a grand event to be a part of, a chance to join esports history. This video is actually partnered with EWC. They brought me out to the event to be able to witness everything firsthand and help me give you guys the best viewing experience possible of the LAN in this video. And right from the start of day 1, the action did not disappoint. To start the set, the reigning LAN champions were showing they were here to defend their title. Falcons finished 2nd, 1st, 3rd, and 2nd through their first 4 games.
I'm in penis. Come have a look. Cat, can I die soon? All in front of you, all in front of you, all in front of you. Couple off here, dead. Nice. Healing. 2, top 2. Don't shoot squad. Yeah, looking. I'm with you.
He's behind the rock, he's behind the rock.
Close rock. I can double ult still. Can we give double ult still? Can we chill? Yeah, come on, chill. Chill. Come on. Where's me? Okay, I'm coming. Get another. Go ahead, bucket. Come on. He's one. Nice. You good? He's in drone. One more. Kill the cat. Kill the cat. Nice. On the top. Flame knock. Knock you. Oh my god. I cracked him. Ballistic one. I'm swinging. Hello. I'm overheated. Spare one. I'm overheated, guys. I'm overheated. You're all one. Lit all of them. Let's go. I died. I'm cool. Play rush, please. I'm going. I'm looking at the H-tip. Nice. Kill him. Nice. They're a castle team though. Yeah, they're just playing the other side, okay? Let's solo. Solo left. Over here. Nice.
NIP taking match number 4. But Falcons with another top finish there. They have not slowed down whatsoever.
An hour before the game started, Zero told me he was ready to run through a wall today, and he clearly meant it. They weren't the only NA powerhouse showing up though. NIP with Vayne, Kurev, and McLovin secured 18 points in Game 3, then had back-to-back 24-point wins in Games 4 and 5 to jump Falcons for the lead.
They
I'm gonna like climb to the balcony, okay?
Climbing high.
I'm inside.
Let's go.
I'm buddy here.
He's on me.
Yeah, I got him later. Chill. No die.
Chill. Stay alive. I'm sliding inside.
Running.
One.
I got him. Chill.
Free shots. 140.
I'll take it.
One. Dead.
Kill them.
In the corner.
Dead. It's a rat over here.
Yeah, I'm looking for him. What is he?
Nice. Holy fuck, guys.
Good fucking go! Nobody's right. Yeah. We have a lot of space. Watch building, Kurt. Watch building.
I know. I'm ulting that.
Oh my god. I'm not cute. I think that's trying to get killed.
Getting that. I'm killing everybody.
Yeah, I'm nading down there.
Coming. Chill.
Looking at us from building, I think. Maybe.
Right under us. Yeah. Right under us.
Nade stacking.
Okay.
I have all this space. In the knock. Where's he? Let's go!
NIP take away first place from Team Falcons. 72 points, by the way.
This is the team that lost the tiebreaker to Falcons to win NA Pro League, and now on LAN, they're looking for their revenge.
Huge game here from NIP2. They take it with 12 KP to their name.
And throughout these first 6 games, TSM had snuck their way into third. There were several moments where they were nearly eliminated from a game with no points, but then they'd clutch up, reset, and find their way into a good endgame position.
A TSM somehow or other have made this crazy rotate from having one player alive to getting a reset to now being in the truck that was being commanded by Alcance a little bit of time ago.
But while these teams were performing strong, everyone else was focused on getting at least one more good game in to keep their tournament alive. See, just like last year, EWC brings a different, more cutthroat format. Teams were broken up into 2 groups of 20 and played 10-game sets, an extra 4 games than your typical Apex LAN or Pro League day.
These teams popped off early, but in these 10-game sets, this is something that I don't think a lot of our players have a ton of experience with, because usually the sets are 6 games, then at champs they're 8.
And it meant one good game wasn't going to qualify.
Even with 2 wins, maybe you might not be safe. You need consistency across the board.
The top 7 teams advance directly to finals on Sunday, and the bottom 3 are eliminated. So teams will be going home after just 1 set of games. The remaining 10 teams from each lobby will play in a last chance semifinal. Here, only the top 6 make it to Championship Sunday, with the other 14 being kicked out of the tournament. When our teams are usually used to brackets with 10 qualification spots, these sets become absolute nail biters.
Something to keep an eye on as well. We do have to remind you and remind ourselves and everybody who's watching around the globe right now that we will be eliminating some teams at the end of this day.
Going into the last 4 games, GenG, Movistar Koi, and EDG are on the verge of being sent home. In Game 7 though, Na'Vi win to finally get into the top 7, and by the end of Game 8, Falcons reclaimed that number 1 position, until TSM popped off in the final 3 games. A second finish and 2 back-to-back wins surprised everyone and saw them taking the first overall spot for the day.
through that, through that. We're coming, we're jumping in, Panic, we're jumping in. I'm batting. It's one guy, pull me down. Pull me down, we got time, I'll get him off. I got you. Take him out. One. Come on, baby! Good fucking reset, Panic!
That was fucking massive. What the hell?
Holy fuck! Jumping over it, 3-man! Can we slide and kill it? Slide and kill it! Yeah! Pass! Go forward!
Drop left.
I'm going on! Keep following Jet! No Q! On us!
On my right.
Swing them together! Defend!
Keep track. 70 health. He's gonna get a spot probably. Swing it left.
Nice! I got armor swap! One guy! Caustic! Let's go! Baby, is that first seed?
Fucking first.
First seed, baby, come on!
I think the story for them today has just been their reset ability, which is a term I've just made up, Dan. But you know exactly what I mean.
I do know what you mean. The ability to reset certainly has been prominent for TSM.
It's not the finish Falcons wanted, but not one they could be upset with, knowing they'd have a top 4 POI draft for Championship Sunday. In the end, GenG, a team that had been recently making it to most LAN finals, snuck their way into the last chance bracket, meaning Movistar Koi, EDG, and Zero Tenacity were our first teams to go home. So this brings us into day 2, and the storylines for today were stacking up.
3 teams have already been sent packing, and the tension in the air just got a bit thicker. On this stage, nothing is granted, but everything is earned.
This is Alliance's group. Again, they're the defending EWC champions and the most consistent team over the past 4 LANs. All eyes were on them to see if they would claim the first overall seed going into finals. The biggest news to drop though was just before the event, and that was that It's Timmy, one of Apex's largest creators and fan favorite pro players, will be retiring after this LAN. A player that went from being doubted of not being able to compete at the pro level to nearly winning multiple LANs. This news sent a shockwave through the community. With the chance of being eliminated in any set, this could be a thrilling last dance for him.
And we're calling it the farewell tour, but when does it end? That's the question here.
But then there was a situation going down with 100 Thieves. As I mentioned, this roster was a top contender to win everything, as Jem Burton, Verhulst, and Phony have a combined 5 LAN wins between them. On day 1, a very shocking tweet went out, explaining that Phony had to be rushed to the hospital for emergency appendicitis surgery. Thankfully, all went well, and he was set for a quick recovery, but it was unsure that he would play in their first set.
But no, Phony is here. He's going to try his best to compete for as long as he can, but coming out of surgery, 24 hours later, getting into game is still a difficult task. But if anyone to do it, Phony should.
Their coach Bronzy was ready to step in, but while he's a former pro himself, Phony is often regarded as a top 5 IGL in all of Apex. No matter who was filling in, it was going to be a hit to 100 T's performance. But resilience prevails. Phony drops one of the hardest quotes, while absolutely roasting his coach in the process, and shows up to compete.
Apparently it was like 25% of me is better than 100% of Bronzy. I was like, dang, man, you really do your own out here. But I respect the grind. I respect the dedication.
And could you believe what happened in game 1?
No, everyone come. Come. Peek. Pick aside.
Yeah, with you.
Raising. All you done?
No, shot.
All you done?
Yeah, that's good.
Batting. That's all you have.
I'm going back up. I'm going back
Get
there.
We're back inside. You're good. I'm resetting.
Yep.
Batting. One more.
Batting.
Reset. Please reset. Go on second floor.
It's my last bat. One time.
Crack. Take another. Don't push. Guys. He's done. Last one.
I'm on board.
Peek out. Hit the line. Oh, you haven't. Last one. Rest. Yep, with you. Chill.
On me.
Turn around.
Dead.
Nice.
Come on me. Whoa.
What's this guy?
but we're nowhere to go. VP get eliminated, and 100 Thieves are the healthiest team right now as they try to wrap around fence.
Verholt holds the angle, gets the knock. That's Kai, Zainu, and Koifel down. 100 Thieves bide their time and control that eastern edge of Skyhook to get the victory.
The entire community was reeling about the appendix removal buff. But then in game 2, Alliance started to steamroll everyone.
Hey, you can fight truck, you can fight truck, you can fight truck! You guys outside! I'm EP, I'm EP! You guys crack two, you guys crack two! What's the back for a second? You guys plan! I'm reflect! What's the one? Spread head! Last one! On top! Crack! Watch speed dead! Nice! Take high ground now! Take high ground! High ground speed! Watch out, crypto might be inside! I'm low, Come back! Yeah, I'm fine. Break the drone like this, I like it. Break the drone like it. Okay, where's it? The other guys watch me outside, okay? I'm batting. The other guys watch me outside. The other guys watch me behind you. No, I'm dead. I'm not cleared. I'm gonna play for the okay?
Got jump. Yeah, push him, kill him.
You can die, I can rush you.
Yeah, I'm dying.
Dead.
I'm dying to zone, oh shit.
Lucas one.
Okay, how many?
It's full team. Lucas one. I'm surprised that box, okay?
Okay.
Effect was unstoppable, on pace for 4k damage and over 10 kills. As the final fight is about to begin, Hackis gets taken out, and it doesn't even matter, because the duo of Unlucky and Effect are on just a different level.
I know they're on right side, on the fence. Come. One. Spare one dead. Nice, all you. I got you. It's 2-2. They're resting here. He's popping out here, popping bad effects. You gotta play up, They're both flash. Oh, I'm
Give me knock.
Yeah, I'm coming.
The Ash Dash is in the air, but it's a Newcastle that he's put up against as a Kraber shot is more than enough to finish off that knock. No playing around these knockdown shields, but he's looking to get aggressive.
Oh my god, QQ! What are you doing? He's come down to 1v1. That mobile shield making it extremely difficult, but Effect is jumping around like a spider monkey, and he doesn't know what to do. The shield swap isn't enough. Alliance secure the win once again. The 2v3 Demons. Alliance take game number 2.
They manage a 20 kill, 32 point win. Something that is so difficult to do at the pro level, but it's also something Alliance seems to do so often. And if you don't believe me, well, in game 4, they managed to somehow top that performance.
Nice. I'm dead. 100 other guys, he's up. Dead. Last one, spare weak on me. Top. I'm getting first. I have a movie.
I have to queue, careful at him. Batting.
Yeah, I'll turn us. Watch your mirror, by the way.
Nobody behind, we're good.
Yeah, nading. Yep.
Front.
Warlock. One. Dead. Nice.
I'm going forward.
Yeah, fuse water, careful. I'm burning.
Oh, that's last one.
Nice,
Careful across.
11 for Effect. That is disgusting. That is absolutely vile.
I'm batting right now.
One.
I'm perfect. Don't play.
I'm batting. Shield hack is your lawn.
Kill Crypto.
I'm in.
Run away.
I'm picking.
I'm free.
Top free. Okay.
That's on me.
Nice. Right.
Don't me. You got tracked.
Dead. Last two.
It'll knock. Chill.
Let me get a kill.
Let's go, baby. Oh my.
Bro, I like 20 bomb.
Effect will pick up another. Effect is on fire. It's a 22 kill game for Alliance, a 34-point game as they look to assert their dominance here in Group B.
But this is when the Ruthless format of EWC really started to show. As I've discussed, Shopify Rebellion and NRG are two teams many people expected to come in and put up a strong fight for winning the LAN. Despite a good start through 5 games for both teams, consistency is the name of the game in a 10-match set. In the back half, both teams found themselves struggling. And by game 10, Shopify needed 11 points and NRG needed 4 points to avoid dropping into the last chance. And on top of that, they needed all the teams ahead of them to die first. And unfortunately, it was a task they couldn't accomplish. Overall, Alliance secured first place after another 17-kill, third-place finish in Game 9. 100 Thieves continued to perform throughout the day, locking in second. ROC have been playing well ever since Sauce joined them, winning the regional final, and they took third today. Another notable team, VK Gaming, won in Game 3, then coasted to 6th with consistent games throughout the day. So the 14 qualified teams from Day 1 and 2 all get a day break now, as we turn our eyes to the toughest day in the mid-season playoffs, the last chance semi-final.
No safety nets, no second chances. Today is win or go home. To all of our contenders, both on and off stage, lock in because the comeback starts now.
6 spots remain for Championship Sunday. This bracket is unlike any that our teams have experienced before. The pressure is on, and with some unexpected performances, the competition here is going to be no joke.
And there's a lot of surprising teams, and with only 6 spots available, not everybody's going to make it. And a lot of these teams, they have to bounce back now.
Through the first 3 games, it's Sentinels that gets off to a hot start, leading with 42 points. On day 1, Sentinels were on the verge of not qualifying, sneaking in literally at the last spot. So this was a significantly better start.
As Sentinels now move in, damage has been done. And the Devo will finish the knock as well. That'll be 2 dead on the side of JDG. Sentinels have a chance to put up an absolute monster game here in the first game of the LCQ. And having heard the Reds go in, they want that Reds to be permanent. They take down Liquid and now they try and hold off E36, but they're not going to be able to. E36 will be your champions in game 1 of the LCQ.
Likewise, All Gamers, Twisted Minds, Alcadsia are all teams we expect in the finals, and they seem to have showed up for this set so far. But it's Energy, it's Shopify, which currently have the community shocked. These are 2 teams considered to be contenders for a LAN title win, and currently they're sitting in 16th and 20th with less than 6 points. The good thing for them is there's 7 games to go, plenty of opportunity to bounce back, and Energy immediately strikes on that opportunity.
Well, he's cracked, he got no spot, you gotta stop,
I'm calling up. He's still playing knock.
Nice job. Respect. I'm swinging in. Crack one. Look at the right.
Blitzing on me, dead.
Watson dead. Watson low.
Wait, one.
Swap here.
I saw this. Good. Come to me. They have a gen.
Look at right. One dead. Nice.
I'm walking up. I'm aiming.
Dead.
Get him. Last guy.
He's one. I'm the fucking best. Oh my god. Come on.
Good fucking shit.
Come on. 225, baby.
Let's go. Good shit.
A big win in Game 4 put them back in contention, and then again in Game 6, they continue to push forward.
Yeah, they're fighting a Cutthroat right here.
With one dead.
Yep, full.
Nice.
We still have NRG who are controlling so much of this room, so much of this space. As GenG get taken down, now we're down to 4.
You're not getting wrapped. I'm gonna come look with Timmy. In front of me.
They took more. I killed him. I have to solo here. They're playing right here. Do you have nades? Do you have fuse ult?
No, I don't.
One.
For medkit, Sykes goes down, Gil wins his 1v1. Flying in his Gil, but the mobile shield goes down. It's Madness last alive, last chance for Furious to succeed, but it's NRG who get their 2nd win here in the last chance. How much could that mean? Well, you can see it on the faces of NRG.
After having just 1 point in 2 games, they've now jumped to 1st place overall and look to be giving Timmy a shot at his last match point final.
We got Timmy. He announces that he's going to be retiring after, like as you mentioned right here, he started off with 1 point after 2 games, but now, if he has that comeback here, falls to losers, but then sees what we could do in match point finals tomorrow, that's a story for the books.
I'm talking, this is the Apex Last Dance documentary right here.
Exactly.
He's setting it up.
The scoreboard is tight though. The current spread between 1st and 6th is just 4 points.
We saw how much the points swung in the first 3 games to the second 3 games. And we still got 4 games left. It's a lot of games here, so I feel like these standings are not set at all.
So even though these teams are at the top, there's no room to be comfortable going into these last 4 games. And we see the effects of that right away in Game 7. A 0-point game drops Energy down into 4th.
Give it knock. I got you. Winnable. Both one.
No, man. Fucking Christ, bro. So many nades. There's 15 squads alive in this zone, bro. Yeah, how the fuck are there 15 squads alive?
GenG and Sentinels have multiple strong games to extend their positions into 1st and 2nd. Again, 2 teams that were almost eliminated on day 1 pretty much secured their spots into finals by Game 9. But with Liquid winning Game 8 and Enterforce 36 winning Game 9, both now moved up into qualification spots and are making this last game very, very interesting. The spread between Energy in 3rd down to Alcadsia in 9th is a mere 6 points. I can't remember a single lobby where the 3rd place team is still threatened to be eliminated.
I think this is the result of the different format. This is so much more difficult than what they're used to. It's so much more high stress.
And then All Gamers in 11th is just 13 points away. Absolutely doable to make it in. The rest of the teams below, they're going to need a massive pop-off. 20 kill wins if they want a chance at the big prize.
I just want to prepare everybody for the game that we're about to witness. The teams like Shopify, like you mentioned, they have to drop a 20-plus kill win in order for them to have even a shot, and that doesn't actually guarantee them anything still. This lobby is going to be crazy because certain teams are just going to be running it down because they are forced to.
And this last game of the Last Chance Final shows why the EWC format is the most brutal of any Apex tournament. Game 10 is going to Fragment East, but it starts just as we expect. Chaos everywhere, as players are picked off and teams are desperately trying to reset and survive.
For Enter Force 36, though, they stay alive for now, as ILY will be able to escape on this Pathfinder. They have lost out on one, though. That's going to be their Valkyrie. Yanya Nasal, though, gets picked up inside of the building. Jaguares has the safety, keep them alive for the time. But now it's Mouse starting to turn tables.
It can turn things around with the conduit, giving them that shield here too. Being able to grapple in, get that knock onto Fuck. Gaming Gladiators in trouble. Blast gets taken out.
JDG come in for the third party. Mouse turn it around. Topped off, allowing them to continue the fight. Crazy Raccoons Karapa gets found out, and that's going to be Aku winning that 1v1 duel. Mouse, the next team to be eliminated there. 3 more keys have been claimed by the Crusher.
Alcadia is the first team in that 60-point threshold to go down at 17th and have their tournament run end here.
As Alcadia try their best to stay alive, Strafing Flame goes down, and that's Alcadia knocked out 9th place with 64 points.
And then the next major team to go down is Shopify Rebellion. This team not qualifying for Sunday is one of the most unexpected things to happen at EWC, and maybe foreshadowing the surprises we need to be ready for in finals.
Can't play there, can't play there. There's a guy healing. Armor top me. Oh, nice try, guys.
Yeah, I mean, we can't afford to just sit up there, play out the game.
Nice try, guys.
With round 3 closing, only 12 squads are alive. The level of fighting is unlike any other game we've had in this tournament. Team Liquid needs to slam a Valk ult, and Yanya is left solo once again.
Jaguares will go down. Team Liquid were able to get that res, but for how long can they survive? Team Nemesis looking to strike the finishing blow. No, Team Liquid lose out on 2, but it's Yanya to stay alive for them.
However, he falls to the low ground and finds a way to bring his teammates back.
The last one alive for Team Liquid in 6th place. The cutoff is 67 points here.
Team Liquid get the res, and they are still here.
But then with energy, they've been moving from building to building on the edge of zone, with tough pullbacks each time. With Zone 5 closing, they have the farthest distance to go, and 9 teams alive in this small circle makes that task near impossible.
Oh, not sure. Okay, that was enough. We have around 72.
We needed, I think we needed 3 points.
Somebody passed us.
And by our final round, there's 5 teams left. It's Team Liquid in the clutch.
There's no opportunity for NRG. That's what's at stake right now. That's what the story is. They go down with only 72 points in 7th place, while Team Liquid have now moved up. Top 4, Furia, top 5, 73 points. Jaguares looking down the barrel of the shield. They're calling out Team Nemesis, secured behind these rampart walls.
Oh my goodness! Remix is the first to fall. Kaisha next to go, and now Zoni gets hunted down by Furia.
Go get overzealous though, as Go next have to look in 2 different directions because they're going to get wrapped up around by Furia. They're going to get pinched here if they're not careful, as Team Liquid are not involved in this fight. This means everything kind of knows, but he has to get outside of zone. He can't do it. Top 2 teams, vamos! Team Liquid!
So now everyone holds their breath, waiting for the reveal.
Look at that cutoff. Look at this cutoff. It's a 1-point difference. They boot NRG. Timmy's last chance. Oh.
That's crushing. That's crushing.
And after 3 days, the lobby is set. The stories are in place. It's the day everyone watches Apex for. Championship Sunday. As always, it's the match point format. Teams need to hit 50 points, then win their next game to call themselves Apex champions. And the expectations of how everyone thought this lobby would play out were clear from the start.
The question on everyone's minds, Lauren, we haven't seen them in 2 days or 1 day respectively. Alliance and Falcons, two teams that have either won the most previous LAN or won this LAN essentially.
This is the rivalry that everybody is looking at. And this is honestly, in my opinion, the best rivalry that we've seen since Prime TSM versus Dark Zero back in year 3. But that rivalry ended when the era of the dynasties died. And we begin a new era, which was the era of the super team. And yet, Falcons did not dominate that era like the dynasties that they formed from. Instead, it was Alliance who lifted the trophy here in Riyadh, officially breaking the curse placed upon them as the group stage team.
Game 1 is on E District, a Lotus zone. One that teams want to get to early because it's going to get busy. But it was VK Gaming, who spent most of their time outside of Lotus, that worked their way in from the edge and found the game win.
Final 3 squads remaining. VK Gaming controlling the outside. Wolves pointing to the out, and Team Nemesis dropping down.
Only a matter of time until Buffet is feasted on by VK Gaming, trying to extend on this fight. Nemesis being one of the teams with remix powers being on Newcastle. Gashega cannot get the shields off in time as VK Gaming are able to take the first game within our match point finals.
Another performance to highlight though would be Rock Esports. Despite placing 5th, they had 8 KP, which netted them 12 points overall.
I can make it, just you guys. Give it up, give it up, give it up! No, I'm dead, I gotta make it. Go up, go up. No. NT, that's a good game.
We should have queued answered a lot, but it's fine.
This is important to highlight as they're the winners of Game 2, another 16-point game.
Rock are trying to slow things down, but the Diva to the face from Asia gets the knock on to Deeds, and now Ninjas and Pajamas are trying to regroup.
GenG gets the res, by the way, and now they're going to try to move in late to this fight. This spells chaos for Rock, as now NIP playing Ring of the Round, the Rosie, have taken up this high ground.
GenG, it's Sorcerer on the low ground here. It's an all-out brawl.
Go. That's a good game. That was good.
And then in Game 3, they gained themselves another 14 points. 8-point reach of that match point threshold by the start of Game 4. See, what you have to know about Rock is that they're a team that felt thrown together at the last minute of Pro League. Vax and Deeds were supposed to be playing with reps, and when he decided to take a break from competing, they had been struggling to find a consistent third. That was until Sorcerer had been dropped from LG after the ALGS Open, a team he'd been competing with for close to a year. It came as a shock to him, and being in the middle of Pro League, there wasn't many options other than Rock. So to be in this position now, leading the mid-season playoffs, was an underdog story in the making. All the while, the top teams have been looking slow.
We see this dynamic when we go long, right? You either have these games where, you know, you have Alliance and Falcons off to the, you know, you see match point almost in Game 3, but now Alliance, Falcons kind of slowly there, Rock's jumping forward, but you know those juggernauts are going to have big games as well, so this could end up going late.
They do start off a little bit slowly, and it opens up a very short window of opportunity for these other teams to get some points on the board. We now have 3 squads within striking distance of match point for this upcoming game. And I think that's something they really need to seize, because eventually the Falcons and the Alliances are absolutely going to find their stride. And when they do, it's dangerous.
But then in Game 4, Rock continued to stomp on the lobby.
They're on 47 points right now, and they're in the kill feed.
Oh, they're
and
making
taking a fight.
They are making a play for match point here. End of Force 36 eliminated, and match point is hit. The Americas regional champions will be the team to hit 51st.
Liquid now go down, and ROC versus NIP.
NIP, welcome to Vaxelon. The man with his Devo on the Pathfinder has been electric in this game. Match point hit. Champions now. Huge performance. ROC are on fire.
Rock is first to hit match point. But Game 5 is always where match point gets interesting, because this is when multiple teams start to hit that threshold. NIP, who have their own underdog story going on, with Vayne returning this year after an 8-month break, McLovin attending only his second LAN, and Curve coming over from the South America region, they're second going into this game. They get a fortunate pull to Barometer, their exact POI drop, and with this opportunity, they strike for a big game. putting up 26 points and being the next team to match point.
Now we get eliminated our final 1v1 here. Our last two teams, McLovin sliding in, has to split his attention as Hal gets 2v1. They get the next knock, and it's only up to 0 as NIP. Off of getting match point, they get the dub on top of it all for game number 5.
After winning game 1, VK Gaming had also been inching their way forward, and 10 kills in this game also got them across that 50 points. But this is also the game where Falcons started to heat up. Only 17 points coming into game 5 was not looking good for them, especially now when the tournament can end at any moment. But second place and 16 points puts them one good away from joining the 3 other teams.
I'm dead. I'm dead. I got... Good game. Doesn't fucking matter.
No,
Good fucking game. Good game. Don't fucking lose it.
We don't win that. We don't win.
They'll have to hope one of those 3 don't put the nail in the coffin here in game 6. And early on, it's looking good for them. Rock goes down at 18.
I died.
You guys fucking try.
Heat, we literally calmed the team on the right. We literally calmed.
Then VKG, our next match point team to be eliminated at 12.
And now VKG, only the crypto alive, at risk. Alliance get eliminated, and so does VKG.
And immediately after this, NIP goes down at 11th.
God damn it, bro. This fucking SWAT, man.
We guarantee ourselves at least one more game. So now it's the rest of the lobby's chance to get themselves closer to being another contender for the title. And with another second place finish, 19 points. The only other team to do that is Team Falcons.
Falcons are hungry, they're thirsty. This is free KP for them to pick up. GenG, they finally get eliminated.
They'll have the increased attack speed. Now they charge forward. Live Blaze gets one knock with a thermite though. Team Falcons full sends it and knocks out Liquid.
As Falcons move up, the Waltzy has taken so much damage. The nades are too much. Falcons go out, but they hit match point. That's what matters. They hit match point.
It does not matter what game it happens. Once Falcons hit match point, the time is ticking and the pressure is on. The experience level between Zero and Hal on closing out a LAN win is unmatched.
Teams like Rock, NIP, VK Gaming, they haven't won before, and you're allowing these teams like Falcons, 100 Thieves, and maybe even Alliance to get back in it. That's scary.
And Game 7 of the midseason playoffs here at EWC was one of suspense, drama, heartbreak, and a Kraber shot that dropped everyone's jaws.
Can Team Falcons find that victory again here in match 7?
The zone is pulling between staging and harvester, right next to one of the match point teams, NIP. And on top of it, they've decided to play Caustic after 6 legend bans, a defensive composition, and a perfect pick for a match where they're going to be playing hard zone.
Us winning LAN with me on Caustic, that would be insane.
They moved to the hillside house fast and set up their defenses.
And like you say, staging that POI, everybody is beelining at the moment for that building because I believe that's where the end game is going to be.
NIP are in prime position to win this game. For our other matchpoint teams, Rock and VK were quick to move into Harvester, with Rock taking the top west wing and VK playing outside the west side snake. If they get his own pull here, this could be good for them. But there's a lot of teams in the surrounding area, creating a lot more chaos and RNG that they'll have to deal with. Falcons, on the other hand, are all the way in Monument with round 2 closing. A lot of people would assume that this would be an unlikely game for them to win, but they're right where they want to be. Falcons are going to be able to hit for third zone information, and with Sparrow, they're also going to be able to hit multiple UAV scans and see what spots are available. They try to pressure this duo in the landside tunnel, but with Caustic, it's making that play risky, and they wouldn't even be in zone after winning this fight. Hal can hit the staging UAV from landslide, and after he did that, Zero had a backup plan to evac onto the top tracks just behind NIP. It's an amazing rotate, and it's going to require them to put heavy pressure on teams looking their way. But now, they've arguably put themselves in the best position to win this game and to win the tournament. With their backs clear and being behind NIP, Falcons are in a strong spot to fight them and take the building. Plus, they have better weapons, a better fighting comp, and shield advantage over NIP. Zero even calls it out.
Okay, this is game winning spot. We win the game, bros. Okay.
I was with the casters and the analysts at this time watching, and when we saw this, we couldn't believe it. Everything we know and have experience in Comp Apex was leading us to believe Falcons was about to win again. To stop them, it was going to take something unexpected, crazy, like if GenG had 2 Krabers and both of them shot 0 at the exact same time. Now, Falcons were having a bit of troubles finding a playable spot once the zone pulled off the tracks, but there was still a chance until 0 gets knocked and they have to delay for him to heal. This causes them to make a desperate rotate and hope not to get sent by any other teams. But the cross was just too tough.
Oh, the stinger ball! Ow! The stinger ball should do so much damage. Kurev as well. We'll find another.
Falcons down to just 0, but he does have a Kraber. Look, Kurev trying to sneak up, but you don't want to go too far away from the rest of the team. 100 Thieves now eliminated.
In all this time, Rock and VK went down. NIP are the only 3-man squad on the high ground. If they kill the solo on GenG, it's a free win once the zone gets small enough. But then what Zicky, last alive, does here, there's no words for it.
GenG are climbing above them. GenG are above them. Zicky with a Kraber. Zicky with a Kraber, but GenG go down. Vayne is last alive. He can't do it. We go again here in Riyadh.
That goes fast, so let me quickly repeat. As he's about to die from the thermite, he climbs up on top of the building, hits a no-scope Kraber shot, knocking McLovin, switching to his R99, and knocking Karev just before he dies, leaving Vayne as a solo and an easy cleanup for Wolves on the low ground.
Oh wait, on us. God fucking damn it, man!
But this was a day of surprises. 6 teams now on match point with Wolves and 100 Thieves joining.
GenG might have just broken and crushed the dreams with a solo player in Zicky.
So we're back to E District, a Humbert Lab zone, right where VK Gaming dropped.
Oh, VK Gaming, the floor is yours. However, what I will say with Humbert Labs, it gets very, very busy.
Now, one of the teams that could have won it all last game is in early trouble for this one. Team Falcons have a tough walk-in on the south side of zone, and while trying to find their way into Humbert Labs, Hal is taken out.
I'm on. Okay. Bro.
Zero and Waltzy are backed into a corner, and Rock lets every nade they have fly.
Bro.
I'm sorry, bro.
Going out so early, they have no control anymore, and just have to hope the tournament doesn't end now.
Who is this?
Bro, I just like, it's fucking Rock.
NIP nearly gets full wiped at the start of the game, yet managed a full reset. The delay to get to Humbert, though, makes rotating through the open terrain difficult, and they're out next.
Do not show. Hackis! Finally! Tox in, Ninjas in pajamas, and Wolves have gone as well. 2 match point teams gone.
100 Thieves survive for a couple more minutes, but can't make it through the closing of round 5.
100 Thieves could be gone. Alliance are out. Phony, gone. 100 Thieves are gone.
And both VK Gaming and Rock, through all the fighting, have been taken down to solos. It's GenG, the heroes from last game, to take the win.
It's into the void. Baxalon, by the way, still alive. But now, GenG hit match point, and we keep on going here at the mid-season playoffs.
We get one more game. 8 teams on match point. We get back-to-back Humbert Lab zones. Another massive chance for VK Gaming. And after getting second last game, this time, they don't want to let it slip. You see, VK Gaming is a team who, since the Split 2 playoffs in Germany, nearly 1 year prior to this event, have consistently made finals. And they weren't just in finals, they were getting to match point, with chances to close it out. They won the most recent Pro League for the APAC South region, and each player has a deep experience in competitive Apex. But because their region gets less international viewership from American and European audiences, they've often been overlooked, even sparking debate earlier during this event.
Yeah, and I don't mean to call you out here, but you didn't have VK Gaming as one of the favorites. You had him a little bit lower, but VK Gaming up second, then at first back-to-back, they're popping off.
In a city environment, E-District games get congested, and as the circle closes, there's not much playable space for how many teams are alive. Players are rapidly falling, matchpoint teams are being taken out or weakened, and everyone's trying to find a way to survive. VKG have found themselves in a great spot for round 5, but Liquid knows on the next zone close, VKG is gonna be a problem for them to rotate, so Liquid forces a fight.
打个绕，打个绕，打个绕，这个打热，这个打热，来练吧。最后一个打热的，打热的，打热的。
QQ's massive 1v3 clutch keeps his team's hopes alive and shows why they're a team in this position. And then within seconds of each other, 3 match point teams go down.
It's gonna be hard with only Nemesis being a duo. Nice clip, but Remix can't clutch. Nemesis get taken out. As E36 slide in, they come up behind Falcons. They get the first knock. And then it's only up to one member. They can't do it. Falcons will not win it here. They get taken out. There's only 2 teams in this lobby that can keep this going.
Suddenly, we're into the top 4. VKG, Wolves, and GenG are the 3 teams that if they win, will lift the trophy right here. I don't think anyone could have predicted this would come down to 3 APAC South teams. But Ziki is down to just a solo, and Sentinels are still a full team to push this one more game. But then this endgame unfolds in the blink of a moment.
Wolves as a solo, GenG as a solo. Right now, VK Gaming were evicted from the high ground. They slowly take it back though.
With a clutch round from Wolves Esports, but Crazy Kong gets taken out and the zone is closing in. VKG are primed. It's only up to Sentinels to keep this up. Loader taking height right now. VK Gaming now trying to follow up. That one member of Ziki tries to fly away and QQ takes too much damage.
GenG are out and now Wolves Esports make their move as Wolves get the knock on Sentinels.
Remember, that was off the duo that drops out from the res. Wolves still have an opportunity and there's only one member left from Sentinels. They don't do it! It ends here! VK Gaming! They take the dub! They are your champions of the ALGS mid-season playoffs at the 2025 Esports World Cup.
In the end, 3 of the top 5 teams at the mid-season playoffs were from APAC South, representing one of the region's best LAN performances ever. With Rock and NIP taking 2nd and 3rd, 2 teams that didn't have big expectations going into year 5, showed up and stood atop of Apex's strongest region. Could this mean that other teams and regions are finally closing the gap on the behemoths at the top? Or was this just a bump in the road? And will those teams bounce back with a force, just like they've done in the past? I think this LAN told us that there's no clear answer to that. When the lights are bright and the pressure's on, it's all about who shows up. And watching out for GenG with a Kraber. Now, if you think nobody expected this outcome, then you'll never believe what happened in the longest Apex final ever, which you can see right here.